Hello guys! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome to our second Bible reading session. This is called the Bible Uncensored. And I would like to introduce you to our guests for tonight. Actually, these are guests. They are part of the program actually. This is Philip the Buddhist, our resident exegete and hermeneutics expert. And we have Vic right here, na galing pa sa outer space, man.
Yes.
Traveled from outer space.
Intergalactic.
He is the representative of Vaginism, the Intergalactic Federation of Vaginist Worshippers, and your resident preacher for tonight, Papa Jesus II. And this is the Bible Uncensored, episode 2. So, kung sakali iniisip nyo,
Bakit episode ko?
bakit episode 2 to? Why is this the second Bible reading session? Actually, nagkaroon ng first Bible reading session, pero, you know,
Internet.
nagkaroon kami ng first Bible reading session. Ang nangyari was, talagang pinutang ina kami ng internet. We had to...
Same thing today.
Same thing today, so medyo na-delay siya. We're supposed to go on Facebook Live, but you know what? Fuck Facebook Live, man. If you don't have a good internet connection, or kung dito ka sa Pasay nakatira, kung dito ka sa Pasay nakatira, kahit gano'n pa kabilis yung internet mo, putang ina yan, man. Kahit putang ina 100 Mbps siguro yan, putang ina kung mag-speed test ka, mga nasa 2 Mbp lang yan, putang ina yan. So, guys, here's a tip.
Don't live in Pasay.
Huwag kayong tumira sa Pasay, please lang. Kasi masyado na maraming mga tao gumagamit ng internet dito, kaya hindi na kaya ng internet bandwidth ng mga networks. But anyway, to cut the long story short, for the last week, sa first episode namin, we talked about Sodom and Gomorrah. Anong chapter yun in our Bible? Mr. Philip the Buddhist. Philip the Buddhist.
I think I forgot, but that's somewhere around.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's chapter 18.
Genesis chapter 18. So yun yung binasa namin last time.
Until 19.
Until 19. So, just a summary of Genesis chapter 18 to 19. Kinikwento dito kung paano sinira ng Diyos, how God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for the sin of homosexuality. And base dun sa first episode natin, we realized that it's not because people were gay, kung bakit pinatay ni God yung it's just because yung mga angels niya didn't want to have sex with the man of that place. So yun lang. And actually, hindi ko interesado dun sa sa homosexuality part eh. For me, the best part of the story about Sodom and Gomorrah was what happened afterwards. Nung kinantot ni Lot yung mga anak niya, yung
Yes.
anak niya. Yeah, man! Incest for the win, shit. Kinantot ni Lot yung dalawang anak niya. So basically what happened was, nilasing siya nung dalawang anak niyang babae. Sabi nila, "Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we shall get him drunk, and we shall lay with him, so that we can have children for the future generations." Diba?
Produkto kayo nun. Tayo lahat.
Tayo lahat. Kung ang Biblia ay totoo man, tayo ay produkto lahat ng incest. Ng tatay at dalawang anak na nagkalutan. Can we read that, Philip, as a part of the summary?
That's a little far off. Wait. Okay.
Very little bit.
It's kind of hard to find. Never mind.
Never mind. So anyway, yun lang. They went to Zoar, they stayed in a cave, tapos nalibugan yung mga anak ni Lot, nilasing nila yung tatay nila, yun, kinantot nila siya, nirape nila yung tatay nila. So basically that's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's in the Bible.
So that's in the Bible. Read your Bible please. So sa lahat ng mga ngayon, go pick your goddamn Bible out there and go to Genesis chapters 18 to 19.
Saka hindi tayo nandito para gawin nating mas madali sa kanila.
Oo naman. Sa mga hindi nakapanood ng first episode kasi hindi ka namin in-upload. So it's
Basically everyone.
So basically everybody, we would like to just
Sorry.
share you kung bakit namin ginawa ang programang ito. This is for us to know more about the Bible, to know more about our religion, to know more about our God, our faith. Kasi ako, I used to be a Christian. I'm a vaginist now, thanks to this guy. In-influensya niya ako. So, basically, nung Kristiyano ako, I spent a lot of time reading the Bible, and then, yun nga, parts of, parts of the stories that I read in the Bible, syempre, yun yung mga good things, like we have the Good Samaritan, or the story of Zacchaeus climbing the sycamore tree, or Jesus feeding every fucking body by by breaking the 2 loaves and 5 fish.
No. 5 fish. 5 loaves and 2 fishes.
Oh, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish.
This guy, isa siya, parang matatawag natin siyang broke philanthropist.
Yeah. Ulubi siya na philanthropista siya. Yun si Jesus. Pero, apart from the
nice
parables,
stories.
apart from the good stories, if you read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, you will find out that there are more shitty things about the Bible. There are more X-rated things. X-rated.
Yes. Something that you would say like, oh shit, is this in the Bible? I didn't know this in the Bible. That's crazy.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable, di ba? Like, alam mo yun, every time na may namimit akong tao who watches Game of Thrones, and then they would try to convince me. Sinusubukan na ako i-convince mo ng Game of Thrones. Sabi na, dapat panoorin mo yun, you should watch Game of Thrones. It's got fucking incest. It's got fucking incest. I'm like,
and boobs.
Fuck, man.
Lots of boobs.
Why are you excited about incest? Like, god damn it, man. Diba?
Are you a Christian?
Are you a fucking Christian? Diba? I mean, I don't know why a lot of people are excited about incest. Because technically, you are having sex, you have a sibling syndrome or sibling complex or something like that. Pero ako, nung bata ako, I was reading the story of Lot. Tapos how he had sex with his 2 daughters. Talagang medyo sexy, parang shit, natigasan ako nun, man. I gotta admit, I think I was in 5th grade, 6th grade when I was reading that, and, di ba, na-imagine ko yung every act, yung, come papa, daddy, let's drink, bang, nag-drink sila, tapos, lasing na si Lot, tapos yung anak niya, yan na, pwede na si daddy.
That's right.
Diba, ganun yung nangyari, and I could just imagine that, diba, in modern times, if you read the story of Lot in modern times, it's despicable, it's disgusting, it's taboo. Indeed.
There's a lot of taboo parts in the Bible.
So that's why we thought na, hey, why don't we do our part in educating people about
More
the
sex.
stranger things
Yes.
about the Bible. So, yun, it's about incest. For tonight, what we're gonna talk about is something na medyo special sa lahat ng mga tao.
Especially with guys.
Especially with guys, and up to some extent for the
To
last
some
10
women.
years to women, because women are, empowered.
And they're trying to exercise their rights.
Yeah, free the tits. And free the tits. Diba? So, ang topic natin ngayong gabi is chapol. Masturbation.
Sal-sal.
Salsal.
Or tikol or whatever.
Chapol, loklo. Ikaw, Vic, you've been a seaman.
Salsalista.
Ilang languages ang kaya mong how many languages can you speak? Can you
say
translate masturbation?
Actually, I can only, isa lang talaga accepted sa, naiintindihan sa buong pagbabarko ko, pagdating dun sa laot, pag sinabing salsal,
Yun na yun.
yun na yan.
Mm.
Salsalista.
Universal.
Yes,
Universal language.
Yes. We see her as certified salsalista. Mahilig sa manual.
Mahilig sa manual ang mga seaman natin. So sa lahat ng mga seaman na nakikinig
Oh,
dyan,
handsome.
I'm pretty sure na
Handsome.
you will be able to relate
To
with
this topic.
Mr. Vic, the vaginist right here. And si Philip, tsakulero ka ba?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course, man.
Who's not?
So, ako, I learned how to masturbate from a very young age. Hindi ko pa alam kung ano yun dati. Pero yung mga kapitbahay kasi namin, parang, uy, ano na,
Don't do that. It's time.
Junior, man. So, ginagawin nila. So, I was like, yeah, that feels good. I love that. I love the sensation. Masarap to. Masturbation. But here's the thing. Hindi ko pa kasi alam nung time na yun what it was called. Hindi ko alam na masturbation. Hindi ko alam na chakol, salsal, lok-lok, ang tawag nung time na yun. Pero, one thing I realized was, the older I got, nung mga second year na ako sa elementary, sinasabi nila na, grade 2, medyo medyo negative na parang,
it's not okay.
The kids in the classroom, they would talk about it, then they would always refer to it as the act. You can't talk about it.
You can always talk about it, but you cannot say the word.
Oh, you cannot say the word.
It's like fucking. You cannot say fuck, but you can talk about fucking. It's like watching a telenovela or a drama or a miniseries where people have sex, but you don't talk about sex, you just refer to sex.
Exactly.
Because saying sex or fuck is offensive for some people, but actually, in our modern times, it's no longer offensive.
Exactly. So, kumbaga parang, another analogy is, it's like, you can talk about Voldemort, but you have to refer to him as you know who.
Yeah,
or he who must
you're
have a name.
talking about the same thing.
So, pero yun nga, nung time na yun, masturbation isn't something that you can talk about easily. Kasi people would say na it's weird, people say na
it's bad,
it's evil.
It's evil. Don't do it.
It's unchristian, it's a sin.
Yeah, basically it's a sin.
It's a sin. So, nung bata ko, I asked people, why is masturbation a sin? Bakit kasalanan? Paano naging kasalanan ng Japon? I was in 5th grade that time. And that was a time when I realized na maybe the Bible is just a bunch of bullshit. So anyway, let's read the one and only story in the Bible that is being used as a reference.
Not to masturbate.
Yes, as to why we should not masturbate. The only reference in the Bible where we can read, and where people say na masturbation is a sin because of this. Yeah, so
basically it's on Genesis chapter 38. I'll be reading until around the 10th. Okay, so this is Judah and Tamar.
Judah and Tamar.
Okay, so it happened at that time that Judah went down from his brothers and settled near a certain Adulamite whose name was Hira, basically Boris. There Judah saw the daughter of a certain Canaanite woman, whose name was Shua. He married her and went into her. She conceived and bore a son, and he named him Again she conceived and bore a son, whose name was Onan. Yet again she bore a son, and she named him Shelah. She was in Chezib when she bore him. Judah took a wife for his firstborn. Her name was Tamar. But Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord put him to death.
So yun ang kwento. Bale si Judah, the fourth son of Jacob, who is the son of Isaac, who was the son of Abraham, who is considered the father of all nations.
Yeah.
So si Judah, naghanap siya ng asawa. And they had 3 children.
Yes.
Si si Onan, and si Shelah. Tapos, si hinanapan ni Judah ng asawa.
Yeah.
At ang pangalan ng asawa ni ay Tamar. T-A-M-A-R. Tamar. Kaso nakita ng Diyos si and the Lord, the good Lord, thought he was wicked. Masama.
Yeah.
That's why God killed And ano ang mangyayari ngayon, according to the Old Testament, according to the Bible, what happens when your brother dies and leaves behind a wife? Ano ang nangyayari?
So you go with Deuteronomy chapter 25 verses 5 to 25, and it says that you should marry the brother. It's your obligation to marry the brother.
So according sa Deuteronomy, kung ang kapatid mo ay namatay at may iniwang asawa, kung ikaw lalaki ka, mamamana mo yung asawa.
Yeah, so you get to fuck your sister's brother.
Yeah. You get to
your
fuck your
brothers.
sister-in-law.
Yes, basically.
So sa lahat ng mga nagpo-pornhub dyan ng mga sister-in-law,
No need, just kill your brother.
ipag, be a Jew, kill your brother. Diba?
That's that one.
And say God did it.
Ano yun? Pinipwerso silang manahin yun or sa gusto lang nila na
So God said it should be something that should be done. It's what they call the Levirate marriage.
Levirate marriage.
So it's marrying your brother's sister, because they were not able to produce an offspring because they basically your brother died. So you inherit the wife, and it's your obligation. The Bible says it's your obligation to get your sister-in-law pregnant.
Produce a child.
so you better watch for your brother's
Why?
choices when it comes to women because fuck dude, you're going to inherit them if your brother dies. And I
Pero
don't
buti lang, hindi na siya uso ngayon.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. And mother-in-law
Lucky
says
us, lucky you.
that's not okay.
Pero this was in the Old Testament.
Let's continue the
Go
story.
forward.
So then Judah said to Onan, "Go into your brother's wife
Go into your
and
brother.
perform the duty." So again, the duty, that's
Yes.
Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 5 to not 20, 5 until 10 only. Not
5
25.
until
that's- Okay, so go into your brother's wife and perform the duty of a brother-in-law to her. Raise up an offspring for your brother. But since Onan knew that the offspring would not be his, he spilled his semen on the ground whenever he went into his brother's wife, so that he would not give offspring to his brother. What he did was displeasing in the eyes of the Lord, and he put him to death also, because he put his brother to death. Then Judah said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, "Remain a widow in your father's house until my son Shelah grows up, for he feared that he too would die like his brother." So Tamar went to live under his father's house.
Anong verses natin dyan?
So that's 38 chapter, verse 38. Chapter 38, verses 1 until 10.
So that is Genesis chapter